Welcome to Millennium News Hour. I am Tanzeeba Nourin. In today's bulletin, we will present top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines of the day. Biden orders strikes on an Iranian-aligned group after 3 U.S. troops wounded in drone attack in Iraq. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene targeted by failed Christmas sweating attempt. Husband of late Phoenix prosecutor fatally shoots girlfriend, her mom, and then himself on Christmas Eve, police say. Remains found in wooded area of Virginia identified as boy who went missing in 2003. Five dead in 4 Las Vegas area crashes over 12-hour holiday period. Ye apologizes in Hebrew to Jewish community for unplanned anti-Semitic outburst. The imprisoned Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny resurfaces with darkly humorous comments. Death toll at Indonesia smelter fire rises to 18, operation halted. Four children and their mom were found dead on Christmas Day in France. Internet phone services cut again across Gaza, provider says. Blast near Israeli embassy in New Delhi. Liverpool star Mohamed Salah shares pain of grieving families at Christmas amid Israel-Hamas war. And Mariners agree to $24 million two-year contract with catcher Mitch Garver. You are listening to Headlines, now news in detail. President Joe Biden ordered the United States military to carry out retaliatory airstrikes against Iranian-backed militia groups after 3 U.S. service members were injured in a drone attack in northern Iraq. National Security Council spokesperson Adrienne Watson said one of the U.S. troops suffered critical injuries in the attack that occurred earlier Monday. The Iranian-backed militia Kataib Hezbollah and affiliated groups under an umbrella of Iranian-backed militants claimed credit for the attack that utilized a one-way attack drone. Iraqi officials said that U.S. strikes targeting militia sites early Tuesday killed 1 militant and wounded 18. They came at a time of heightened fears of a regional spillover of the Israel-Hamas war. Iran announced Monday that an Israeli strike on the outskirts of the Syrian capital of Damascus killed one of its top generals, Sayyid Razi Mousavi, who had been a close companion of General Qasem Soleimani, the former head of Iran's elite Quds force. Soleimani was slain in a U.S. drone strike in Iraq in January 2020. Iranian officials vowed revenge for the killing of Mousavi but didn't immediately launch a retaliatory strike. The militia attack Monday in northern Iraq was launched prior to the strike in Syria that killed Mousavi. Biden, who was spending Christmas at the presidential retreat at Camp David, Maryland, was alerted to the attack by White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan shortly after it occurred Monday and ordered the Pentagon and its top national security aides to prepare response options to the attack on an air base used by American troops in Erbil. Republican U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene was the target of a sweating attempt at her Georgia residence on Christmas morning. the congresswoman and local police said, marking the latest instance of someone calling in a fake emergency to draw armed officers or SWAT teams to her home. The Rome Police Department quickly verified that the call was a hoax and did not send officers to the house. Department spokesperson Kelly Madden said, "I was just sweated. This is like the 8th time on Christmas with my family here. My local police are the greatest and shouldn't have to deal with this," Green wrote in a post on X, formerly Twitter. A man in New York called the Georgia suicide hotline just before 11 a.m. Monday, claiming that he had shot his girlfriend at Green's home and was going to kill himself next, Madden said. The call was quickly transferred to police when suicide hotline responders recognized the Georgia congresswoman's address. The department said it contacted Green's private security detail to confirm she was safe and that there was no emergency at her residence. The call was then determined to be a swatting attempt, so the police response was cancelled en route, Madden explained. The widower of a prominent Arizona prosecutor who died shortly after leaving office last year fatally shot his girlfriend and her mother before turning the gun on himself, police said Tuesday. The Christmas Eve murder-suicide unfolded at the home of David Denito, husband of late Maricopa County Attorney Alistair Edel, authorities said. Denito shot girlfriend Mary Alice Cash and her mother Cynthia Domini inside his home near Central Avenue and Bethany Home Road at about 11:30 p.m. MST, officials said. Cash and Domini were rushed to a hospital where they died. Denito was declared dead at the scene with a self-inflicted wound. Cash and Denito had been arguing just before gunfire erupted, police said. Human remains found in a wooded area in Carroll County, Virginia, have been identified as those belonging to a 5-year-old boy who disappeared in 2003, authorities said. The remains of Logan Nathaniel Bowman were found last year in the area of Iron Ridge Road in Galax, the Carroll County Sheriff's Office said in a Facebook post on Thursday. They were able to identify the remains with the help of Ultram Incorporation, a private company that specializes in forensic genealogy analysis to help solve cold cases nationwide. The company was able to develop a full DNA profile which allowed them to use forensic genetic genealogy and do direct DNA comparisons of family members to identify the remains as being Logan Nathaniel Bowman, the sheriff's office said. Logan's remains were discovered inside a trash can, according to DNAsolves.com, a part of Ultram. A sleeping bag, a white Winnie the Pooh blanket with pink flowers, and a piece of cloth were also found at the scene, the site said. It was determined that his remains had been at the location for an extended period of time, the sheriff's office said. 2 people died in separate vehicle crashes in the early hours of Christmas morning on Monday in the Las Vegas Valley, bringing the total number of vehicle-related deaths in the area to 5 over a 12-hour stretch from Sunday afternoon into the early hours of Christmas Day. The first crash occurred on Sunday afternoon when the driver and passenger in a Mazda were pronounced dead at the scene after their car ran a red light and hit 3 other vehicles, according to Las Vegas police. Later that evening, a pedestrian was killed after becoming lodged in a Tesla's windshield after the car rammed into the victim as the driver tried to change lanes, police said. The pedestrian, who was walking outside a marked or implied crosswalk, was pronounced dead on the scene. The Tesla driver was arrested on a DUI-related charge. Just after midnight Christmas morning, Nevada State Police responded to a single vehicle rollover and pronounced one of the occupants dead. The other was transported to a local hospital with serious injuries, according to police. Less than half an hour later, Las Vegas police responded to a crash after a Mercedes-Benz turned left at an intersection and ran into a motorcycle's path. The collision ejected the Mercedes-Benz occupant into the roadway, and the motorcyclist was pronounced dead on scene. The second crash Monday morning marked the 153rd Las Vegas traffic-related collision of 2023, according to the department. The string of collisions was first reported by KSNV-TV Las Vegas. Ye, the rapper formerly known as Kanye West, apologized in Hebrew to the Jewish community for his unplanned anti-Semitic outburst earlier this month. Ye posted the apology to his Instagram page early Tuesday morning. I sincerely apologize to the Jewish community for my unplanned outburst caused by my words or actions. It was not my intention to hurt or disrespect, and I deeply regret any pain I may have caused, he said in a statement written in Hebrew. I am committed to starting with myself and learning from this experience to ensure greater sensitivity and understanding in the future, the post continued. The rapper ended the post by saying that forgiveness is important to me and that he was committed to making amends and promoting unity. His apology came weeks after videos showed Ye giving an expletive-laden rant about Hitler, Jesus, and Donald Trump's legal troubles to a room full of people. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BT Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny on Tuesday released a sardonic statement about his transfer to an Arctic prison colony nicknamed the Polar Wolf, his first appearance since associates lost contact with him 3 weeks ago. Navalny, the most prominent and persistent domestic foe of President Vladimir Putin, is serving a 19-year sentence on an extremism conviction. He had been incarcerated in central Russia's Vladimir region, about 230 kilometers east of Moscow, but supporters said he couldn't be found beginning on December 6. They said Monday that he had been traced to a prison colony infamous for severe conditions in the Yamalo-Nenets region, about 1,900 kilometers northeast of Moscow. I am your new Santa Claus, Navalny said in a tweet, referring to his location above the Arctic Circle in the prison in the town of Kurb. The region is notorious for long and severe winters. The town is about 100 kilometers from Vorkuta, whose coal mines were among the harshest of the Soviet Gulag prison camp system. Navalny, who is noted for sharply humorous comments, said he was in a good mood after being transported to the new prison, but suggested the northern winter darkness is discouraging. I don't say ho ho ho, but I do say oh 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 when I look out of the window, where I can see night, then the evening, and then the night again. Prisoner transfers in Russia often result in contact with inmates being lost for weeks. Navalny's supporters contend the transfer was arranged to keep Navalny out of sight amid Putin's announcement that he will run for another term as president in the March election. The death toll from a fire at an Indonesian nickel smelter has risen to 18 as of Tuesday from 13 on Sunday, local police said, while operations at the smelter remain suspended as authorities investigate the cause of the incident. Fire broke out early on Sunday morning at a nickel smelter furnace on Sulawesi Island, owned by Indonesia Tsingshan Stainless Steel, a unit of China's Tsingshan Holding Group. Indonesia, the world's biggest nickel producer, has banned unprocessed nickel ore exports while promoting major investments in smelting and processing, but several fatal accidents have hit the sector in recent years. President Joko Widodo, while identifying nickel processing as a priority for economic development, has called for improved safety and enhanced monitoring of environmental standards. Central Sulawesi Police spokesperson Joko Winartono said on Tuesday that the victims included 8 foreign workers and that the police are still investigating the cause of the fire. China's foreign ministry said 4 Chinese were among the initial 13 confirmed dead. 4 children between 9 months and 10 years old and their mother were killed in their apartment east of Paris in what the local prosecutor called an exceptionally violent crime. Authorities said the children's father was arrested Tuesday and is the primary suspect. Neighbors spotted a pool of blood outside the family's door on Christmas Day and alerted police, who discovered the 5 bodies. Prosecutor Jean-Baptiste Bladier told reporters in the city of Meaux. The mother and 2 daughters, ages 7 and 10, were stabbed several times overnight from Sunday to Monday, he said. The couple's 2 sons, ages 9 months and 4 years old, were suffocated or drowned. The prosecutor described a small blood-stained apartment in extreme disarray. The motive for the killings was unclear. The suspect, a 33-year-old man born in the Paris suburb of Columbus, was arrested Tuesday outside his father's home northeast of the French capital, the prosecutor said. The suspect had stabbed his partner once before when she was pregnant with their older son in 2019, but the investigation was dropped because he was declared mentally unsound at the time of the attack, the prosecutor said. The suspect had been placed in a psychiatric hospital in 2017 and also attempted suicide that year, the prosecutor said. Internet and telephone services were cut again across the war-torn Gaza Strip on Tuesday, the Palestinian telecommunications company Paltel said. We regret to announce a complete breakdown of fixed telecommunications and internet services in the Gaza Strip due to the ongoing offensive, the company said, announcing the 4th such breakdown since the war began on October 7. A blast occurred near the Israeli embassy in New Delhi on Tuesday evening and all staff were unharmed following the explosion, authorities said. We can confirm that around 5:20 p.m. there was a blast at close proximity to the embassy, Israel embassy spokesperson Guy Nir told Reuters, adding that local police and security teams were investigating the incident. Israel's foreign ministry said all staff were unharmed following the blast and Israeli authorities were cooperating with their Indian counterparts to look into the cause of the explosion. The city's fire service had not found anything so far in their search operation. Senior fire department official Atul Garg told Indian news agency ANI. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jadoo TV, Radiant IPTV, worldwide Jago BT network and Horizon satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 16,859.49. The NYSE composite is increased by 89.04 points or 0.53%. Tokyo stock close price is 33,305.85. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 51.82 points or 0.16%. Shanghai stock close price is 2,898.88. The Shanghai index is decreased by 19.93 points or 0.68%. Hong Kong stock close price is 16,340.41. The Hang Seng index is decreased by 280.72 points or 1.69%. Bombay stock close price is 71,336.80. The Sensex index is increased by 229.84 points or 0.32%. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Liverpool soccer star Mohamed Salah says he shares the pain of grieving families at Christmas amid the Israel-Hamas war. The Egypt international posted a message on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying, "Christmas is a time when families get together and celebrate. With the brutal war going on in the Middle East, especially the death and destruction in Gaza, this year we get to Christmas with very heavy hearts and we share the pain of those families who are grieving the loss of their loved ones. Please do not forget them and do not get used to their suffering. Merry Christmas." Egypt has floated an ambitious plan to end the war. Mitch Garver is moving to Seattle, giving the Mariners one of the major's strongest catching situations. Garver agreed to a $24 million two-year contract Sunday. A person familiar with the deal confirmed the move to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity because it was pending a physical. The 32-year-old Garver batted .270 with 19 homers and 50 RBIs in 87 games for Texas this year. He hit .226 with 3 homers and 14 RBIs in 14 postseason games, helping the Rangers win the World Series for the first time in franchise history. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Biden orders strikes on an Iranian-aligned group after 3 U.S. troops wounded in drone attack in Iraq. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene targeted by failed Christmas sweating attempt. Husband of late Phoenix prosecutor fatally shoots girlfriend, her mom, and then himself on Christmas Eve, police say. Remains found in wooded area of Virginia identified as boy who went missing in 2003. Five dead in 4 Las Vegas area crashes over 12-hour holiday period. Ye apologizes in Hebrew to Jewish community for unplanned anti-Semitic outburst. The imprisoned Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny resurfaces with darkly humorous comments. Death toll at Indonesia smelter fire rises to 18, operation halted. Four children and their mom were found dead on Christmas Day in France. Internet phone services cut again across Gaza, provider says. Blast near Israeli embassy in New Delhi. Liverpool star Mohamed Salah shares pain of grieving families at Christmas amid Israel-Hamas war. And Mariners agree to $24 million two-year contract with catcher Mitch Garver. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our website. Our website address is www.millenniumnews24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.